What's up? Is Yirmiyahu ben Israel. All praise to the Most High. We're going to talk about how the news, again, promoting the New World Order, aka the occult, Satan worship, whatever you want to call it. How the title of this video is called Rare Blue Supermoon Brightens the Night Sky This Week in the Closest Full Moon of the Year. It says the full moon on August 30th will be what's called a blue moon. Now, whenever mainstream news promotes something, it's because there's an agenda behind it. Again, it's not just, this is what's going on because of, secular reasons. It's always spiritual because there's always an origin to everything that is done, especially when it's promoted on mainstream news stations. Now, before we dive into this video, we're actually going to look up the origins of the blue moon that they speak of, the rare blue moon, the rare blue supermoon. So, I pulled up this source right here. I'm going to read some of it where it says, the spiritual meaning of a blue moon plus rituals and manifestation. And as you can see, this chick is clearly a witch, but she's trying to promote it as good. These witches, they like to promote that there's white magic and black magic. There's no such thing as a good magic. All magic is bad. But we're gonna go down and read this here where it says, chances are you've come across the saying once in a blue moon. But have you ever wondered what a blue moon actually is and whether it has a deeper spiritual meaning? The moon and her cycle mirror a woman's menstrual cycle, so living and leading in harmony with their phases is powerful. Now, I recorded this earlier in the day, but due to some technical reasons, I'm re-recording this. But basically what they're trying to get at is when they say the moon and her cycle mirror a woman's menstrual cycle is speaking of the worshiping of Astaroth, the false god of fertility. It's the same thing if you ever saw the story in New York, how there was it's probably still up there right now, a statue of a false woman goddess that's supposed to be a symbol of fertility, promoting the killing of children through abortion. And this is nothing new under the sun, as Yah said before. There's nothing new that pops up. Everything is just something old that gets twisted into something modern. But all this is again, just Baal worship, worshiping the god of fertility, the false god. And nothing new under the sun, as Yah said to the Israelites, learn not the way of the heathen, nor be dismayed by the signs of the heathen, for the heathen are dismayed at them. This is why he had law, statutes, and commandments for the nation of Israel. He doesn't like the other nations. That's why Leviticus 22 or 23 off the top of my head. I believe it might be 23. All the scriptures that I'm referencing as well in the video. But that's why he said he abhors the nations because of nonsense like this. But we're going to continue to read this before we get into the video. Where it says, what is a blue moon? It says, a blue moon occurs when there are 2 full moons within the same month or astrological season, or 4 full moons in a season rather than 3. Before we continue here, Israel, this is not their customs, worshiping moons and whatnot. This is the way of the Europeans, Greece. They worship multiple false gods, all the Greek gods, Thanos, Athens, things of that nature, that have nothing to do with the nation of Israel. That's why when the Israelites were present in Rome, Constantine had to find a way to get control over them. So what did he do? He made Christianity. He created Christianity along with the Flavian dynasty in order to have power over Yah's chosen people so that they don't revolt. But even the Romans who were already living there, they were already worshiping multiple gods, but this is also included with ways of the heathen, not ways of Yahweh's teachings, along with his law, statutes, and commandments. But we're going to continue this where it says calendrical blue moon. A calendrical blue moon occurs when there are 2 full moons in the same calendar month, January or August. The second full moon is known as the blue moon, astrological blue moon. Again, now we're going to get into the horoscope nonsense where, people believe in like tarot cards, crystals, and other nonsense like mediums. That's why y'all even said like, don't mess with mediums or people that could, tell times and all this other nonsense. But we're going to continue. It says, seasonal blue moon. A seasonal blue moon happens when there are 4 full moons in a season rather than 3 in spring, which is determined by the equinoxes and solstices. In this case, the 3rd full moon is known as a blue moon. It says, when we live in moons instead of months. And it says, typically there is only 1 new moon and 1 full moon each month, totaling 12 moons a year. But this is not always the case because the moon has a 29-ish day cycle, while our calendar month ranges between 28 to 31 days long. This throws the lunar cycle out of whack. In ancient times, society followed the lunar cycle rather than the solar cycle. This means instead of 12 man-made months and 365 days, there were always 13 moons every year. Funny how in the book of Genesis, Yah created seasons and things of that nature, which I'll also list that in here as well. And it goes on to say, in the years that we have a blue moon, there are 13 moons in this year. This is how it always was, which is why a blue moon is so special. And they love, isolating this away from Yah. That's why they promote things like, this garbage, as well as things that do not, glorify Yah, because everything in the earth glorifies Yahweh, since he made it all. And I'll continue to list those scriptures as well. But we'll just skip this little part, and it says, what is the spiritual meaning of a blue moon? It says, now that you know what a blue moon is and when it can happen, what does it symbolize? A full moon is typically nourishing, expansive, and a time to celebrate. This is the most high energy phase of the moon cycle. So the spiritual meaning of the blue moon is like a full moon on steroids. The energy is even bigger and brighter and expands everything. Blue moons are said to be full of luck and magic and are the perfect time to craft spells, make a wish, perform rituals, and connect with your intuition. I wonder what kind of rituals they're talking about. You already know, the killing of kids. That's why, the whole sacrifice of the Moloch. There's nothing new under the sun. All these missing children, missing people. They do blood sacrifices to worship Satan. And then cast spells, doing demonic things in order to mess with people. Nothing new under the sun here, folks. And then I even see, we're reading it together where it says how to create a blue moon ritual. Not gonna go over that. We could keep that for the demonic people who go against Yah for that one. But I'm gonna finish reading this where it says, because blue moons are rare, this might symbolize a rare opportunity that is about to find you. But regardless of whether this happens, a blue moon is full of the energy you need to reignite passion and enthusiasm for your dreams and start working towards them. Now we're going to watch the video after showing the context of the origin of the blue moon originating in the occult. I believe this has no sound because, again, I made this video earlier, but again, it didn't happen. go ahead and edit this out. Okay, so it says super moon shines in skies above Africa and Europe. And it's showing Johannesburg. It says a bigger and brighter moon lit up the skies above Johannesburg on Tuesday as the cosmos offered up the first of the 2 supermoons this August. The moon is closer than usual, just 222,159 miles away, thus the supermoon labeled. Cape Sanu, Greece. What a surprise. They're showing the place of idolatry. That's why I'm saying all these Greek gods, like you said, Poseidon in Athens. Again, I was just referencing this where they're just worshiping Greek gods because they're heathens. So the moon will be even closer on the night of August 30th. You can go back and if you want to read that. Just because it's the second full moon in the same month, it will be what's called a blue moon. And it goes on to say this year's first supermoon was in July. The fourth and last will be in September. The 2 in August will be closer than either of those. Provided in clear skies, binoculars or backyard telescopes can enhance the experience. Yeah, probably, the closer you look at it, the more, possessed you get. Because, these people, they promote, that's probably a way how to do the ritual. Just look closer at the moon, and there you go. You're gonna have whatever demons inhabit through the spells that these witches come up with. But just wanted to touch on this topic right here. One of the many garbage things that the New World Order is rolling out to people in order to add on to the confusion, add on to the derision that Yahweh already prophesied about. But this is Yirmiyahu. I'm out. All praise to the Most High. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with everyone. And have a good one, whether you're from the nation of Israel or a Gentile. Also, if you like this video, check out my other videos. I have many great videos that are doing quite well, and they're very interesting. And it's good to know that there's others enjoying the video that I put out. But have a great one.